What is going on, everybody? All right, let me gotta make some adjustments here because clearly um my camera looks a little bit funky today. Hang on just a second. Let me see. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all are doing well today. This is going to be a little bit earlier than my normal Tuesday talk show. Just schedule changes going on and whatnot. Uh, Folks, I wanted to talk about some of the stuff we're seeing out here lately. Uh, hey, what's going on, Vision? What's going on, Glenn? Hey, Scott, what's going on? So, there's a lot of moving parts going on all over the world, and it's almost head spinning trying to keep up with all of it. Hey, Constitutional, what's going on? Suburban Hillbilly, Homestead, and all the stuff. Yeah, no truth. The Chupacabra Vision. That's the truth. So, speaking of being eaten and run off, you guys know I have several dogs, corgis, and then the Papillon. And the Papillon is smaller than everybody, and he's also got the biggest mouth. So, I'll start everything off. Hey, Heroic, what's going on? Outlaw, Dupsy, welcome, welcome. Dave. Um, so, I had to go to field operations today. So, I was out in the field, steel toes, hard hat, the whole 9 yards. I swung by the house for lunch. I'm like, I'm going to let the dogs out because a few of them have to be crated or they'll break shit, and sent them all out. And I said, I'm going to throw the squeaky COVID ball and let them play with that and, play fetch. And for whatever reason, the smallest dog decided to challenge the alpha over a toy. And he nipped the big corgi. And when I say big, she's about the size of the others, but she's kind of hefty and she's much heavier and larger. And she's a bit of a potato. And the ass kicking that Papillon got from the corgi, I had to run across the house to separate them. And it's funny watching household pets assume a wolf pack structure. And long story short, he took a beating. So he ran away crying. She didn't hurt him, but it was basically, she grabbed him, knocked him over, and was using him as a Swiffer across the floor. So I'm like, okay, I got to break this up before she gets through the fluff and actually does some damage. Hey, my mother Spark, what is going on? Uh, anyway, so I broke that up, sent them all, kind of scattered the group, and immediately Bentley took off after the punished dog, the little guy, barked him and chased him around the house. So then I had to go run after Bentley. Um, so apparently, so apparently the dog got voted off the island, and had to go run around. Hey, Josh, what's going on? So working with as usual. Yeah, no, well, I was working, then they moved all my meetings late, then canceled one at the last minute, and I'm like, "You canceled it at 3:15. I'm on the road, like, I'm between locations, and it canceled, and one moved up." So I went to that call, and I'm like, "Well, where the hell do I go now? You guys just screwed me up. I can't just show up at someone's office." A lot of my clients get up early like I do, so they're up. I get up at 4:45. I'm in the office by 7, so a lot of guys do the 7 to 4 schedule. So they're going to be gone in 30 minutes. They don't want to see my ass. So they're getting ready. They're finishing up their stuff. So I'm like, guys, I cannot, you guys screwed me up today. So I'm going to do an early live. Cause then I also have a company meeting over dinner this evening. So they get me back later anyway. Uh, but anyway, so pitballs will totally avoid my cane Corso. The Corsos are super tough dogs. Thank God they're also obedient and very intelligent, but they don't joke around. Yeah, and Danes are actually surprisingly sweet dogs. But anyway, I have no idea. I'm not picking the dinner tonight, MMS. Hey, Red October, what's going on? Just Josh. Good to see you. Did you get hail last night or yesterday, Josh? Because we got these little hail balls, but then just just west of us, they were getting like 2-inch hail, like it was golf ball size things dropping on people's livestock, and the chickens were running in a panic on one of my friend's farms. So pizza tacos. But in any case, yeah, so Jackson has been voted off the island, so he's sitting over there by himself right now. He'll be accepted to the pack at a later time. Uh, well, no, well, see, a Great Dane doesn't even have to bite you; they just run you down. I mean, what do they wear? Like they weigh like 130 pounds. It's like getting hit by a defensive linebacker or something, or one of those getting hit by a wide receiver, or a tight end. They just go. Um, Although the tight ends now are like 250, 300 pounds. But Virginia Bushcrafter, welcome, welcome. And Tony, hey, sorry, missed a few folks in here. Outlaw, hola. Let's see, who else did I miss in here? So, folks, I want to show you the face of Nazism in America today because I'm kind of salty about this because I don't understand what the hell is. I know what's going on and I'm going to cover it, but I have to do some research before I say what I got to say. So this, hold on. Oh, no, now they took his picture off. How funny is that? Uh-oh, and so is someone barfing? Hey, quit doing that. I don't know what you're chewing on, but quit it. I'll give you a guess who that was. Um, so the shooter in Allen, Texas was a Latino. And surprisingly, uh-oh, hey, hold on just a second, because apparently my dog's dying. What are you doing? Somebody ate something they weren't supposed to. Anyway, so he was Latino, but apparently he's a hey Marco, what's going on? Hey Donna, welcome. Uh so apparently he's a Nazi. And now today's U-Haul driver, I'm going to show you his picture because this is fun too. I don't know if you guys have seen this. So uh in the White House, you guys heard there was a U-Haul tried to get into. So this is a Nazi now. You guys can see this dude? That's a Nazi. And his name, the newest Nazi, is nope, that wasn't what I wanted. So the newest Nazi, I think he's yeah, he's got an Indian surname. U-Haul driver with Nazi flag crashes into barricade near White House, and his name was Varsish Kandula. Hey, sassy, what's going on? Varsish Kandula. And I wonder how much research, how much moldy bread I can eat during the apocalypse. It not only, Glenn, it not only was a false Freddy, it was a stupid false Freddy. So apparently, Marcish Kandula, whatever his name is, Varsish Kandula from Missouri. And notice how they conveniently throw a Nazi flag in front of that. I call bullshit. I call epic bullshit. Either that or the guy's just completely bonkers. But then the Allen, Texas shooter was let me see if I can get his picture up. Yeah, they're hiding his picture now because everyone called bullshit. See, so they show this and they're like, this is the Allen, Texas shooter. But you notice they cut his face, right? And then you see his freaking face and he's a Latino. Like you can't mistake him for anything but a Hispanic. And it's like, really? All these people are Nazis. Oh, here he is. Uh, now he could be bonkers too, but I'm really struggling with this, guys. And so you look back in history. Hey, Jeep Girl, what's going on? Hey, Loretta. Hello, hello. So Alan T was Spanish, right? Yeah, the Allen shooter was a Latino. He was like Martinez or something. Like it was a blatant Hispanic name. There are some Spanish families that may have like a German name or an English name because they immigrated to like whatever part of South America and then moved up here. But my Cuban wife was given training in law enforcement the other day. It turns out she cannot be racist according to them. She can only be discriminatory. Oh, you're kidding me. Well, technically, a Hispanic would be a Caucasian, because like my family roots were from Catalan in Spain. Like we can almost trace it back, um, which you think are Mediterranean people, because that's or Castilians are a little bit further to the south. So you figure it's you have it Italian, Arabic, French, Spanish. They all went back and forth and fought with each other, and this guy married that one's princess to this one's prince. So there's a lot of intermingling, so to say. But technically, it would be a Caucasian. So what I'm curious about is what are they trying to do here? Like, are they trying to create the perception that there is some movement? Because clearly this dude failed. Um, like the U-Haul, I mean, he could be, hey, Wolf Girl, hey, Hudson, what's going on? So this guy could be completely bonkers. But yeah, Suburban, to your point, it's like, what about the Vandula Carmathian or whatever his name is? It's like, hey, what's up, batshit? Hey, Scott again. Yeah, I don't. Wolf Girl, welcome from Chile, Alabama. We got hail here last night. That wasn't cool at all. Luna about had a heart attack and ran away. But it's insane that this is like, what the hell's going on? This makes no sense. That was a running joke in my family. You'll never see a Nazi Puerto Rican, because my family fought against the Nazis and they fought against the Kaiser and the communists in Vietnam and Korea and so on. And now, so I'm waiting to see if we will get a black Nazi too, like an African American Nazi. They're gonna find one, or they're gonna find a guy to do something stupid and then throw a Nazi flag. I just, is it just me? Is anyone else questioning this? I'm sure all of you are questioning. I'm probably going to get suspended from YouTube after bringing this up, but like, what the hell? In the meantime, while we're all paying attention to the Nazi from India, a second IRS agent has just come forward and said that he or she was terminated shortly after the whistleblower complaint came public. But we're not watching that. We're watching Vandula Maraf, whatever his name was, Vandalam, and whatever Martinez, that other pendejo who went and shot innocent people, who, by the way, shot like a mixed group of people. He shot Hispanics and whites and black folks. He was just shooting whoever the hell was there because he was bonkers. If they had just said, this is a crazy son of a bitch, and he went and shot people and the cop killed him. But this, Spain had the Moorish century. Yeah, correct, Tony. So the Moors went into Spain and ran pretty much, took over the southern part. Then the Spanish ran them out, and then they came back and they did that for a few centuries. Then they stopped and they made some kind of peace. And then was it the Protestants came down with the Catholics and ran the Moors completely out and retook Spain. And then the French went and attacked North Africa and took Morocco and a few other places. So again, they've been back and forth fighting. That's why Morocco speaks French and Arabic. But it's just, hey, Tamara. Right. Well, and so I read a report that was Hudson for the 60,000 pounds of ammonium nitrate. I read a report that they think someone actually left the hatch open and the damn powder was basically leaking out across the railroad tracks, which fortunately it was ammonium nitrate configured for fertilizers opposed to explosives in theory. So basically it just went into the air and then landed on the ground. Hey, we don't do that. What is wrong with you three? I'm going to kennel all your asses. Now they're all looking in different directions like we didn't do it. It's like children, honest to God, with fur. I don't even know what you're fighting about. There's no UPS guy for another 30 minutes. Anyway. But yeah, it's this is absolutely crazy. So left hand and right hand doing different things. Yeah, vision absolutely, and that's correct. I got kicked as well. Marco got kicked? You got kicked out of my live. Oh. Okay, so just for the record, I'm going to pull a John McAfee. I am not suicidal, nor do I intend to cause myself harm. And to my knowledge, I'm not under indictment or warrant for anything. Just saying, because you never know. Someone might just suddenly decide that Spanish guy over in Texas needs to shut his mouth. But anyway, and I have a whole theory about John McAfee's disappearance because that's just something else. But small amounts go missing constantly, not just that. No, yeah, absolutely that. Actually, radioactive sources have gone missing. Explosive containers, like not the components, but actual explosives have gone missing because they fell off a truck. And it actually has happened several times in Texas because explosives are used in the energy sector as well as construction. And someone dropped a crate of shape charges. This was a couple of years ago. And it just, they showed up at the shop and the shop manager took inventory and went, you're missing shape charges. And then there was a panic and trucks were up and down the road trying to figure out what they'd done. I'm telling, going to witness protection with my chickens. There you go. But in any case, yeah, but smaller amounts do go missing. You must have information on the Clintons. No, I just generally think the Clintons are all pendejos and their daughter is Satan. Like, have you seen a good picture? Anyway, I digress. That's not a nice thing to say, but I don't like any of them. People just have accidents around that family. Hey, Joe, what's going on? Hey, Navi. Less stuff on ships now. It is. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this, guys. This is really bizarre. Also, they're now training the folks in UKR in the use of the F-16 Falcon, which is a great upgrade from the old MiGs they're using. But those types of hush, those types of, excuse me, 1 second. I'm going to run someone off. Come here, you, bust it, be gone, and you're out. You, busted. You're like kids. All right. And all of a sudden, everyone else gets really quiet. I'm telling you guys, it's like having kids with fur. Anyway, so jail time. Yes, so two of them went to prison there. Oh, is Totalitarian Tuesday back tonight? What time, Hudson? Throw it up there, or throw the link if you set it up already. Not credible. Canal is ocean water, pumped, gated. But yeah, big chap. So the okay, thanks, Batchy. I was wondering what you were putting there. I was a little confused. Daddy's doggy daycare. I'm telling you. Well, actually, we have found a harness where we can attach a GoPro to a dog. So we were thinking, unfortunately, GoPros are expensive as hell, but get a couple of cameras on the dogs and bring them to the dog park and just live stream corgi. I mean, how fun would that be? But well, at least fortunately for me, these are smaller dogs, so I want that load of an ammonium nitrate for personal reasons. No link yet. Getting dirty at 7:30. Okay, bueno. I might not be there because I'll be at the company dinner, but if you set up the link, tag me so I can share it out. But in any case, folks, this is absolutely weird. So the Allen, Texas shooter, whose last name again, Martinez, Rodriguez, Gonzalez, whatever his name was, I don't remember, a Nazi. And now today's was Kafar Vandalan or something. It's clearly an Indian name, Nazi. with their Nazi flag clearly displayed. Does this give anyone else a nervous twitch? Like, just like when you smell something bad and you're like, because that's what I'm getting listening to this. But we have Numbskull over here. Let's see. Let me see if Google will bless me with let's see. Here we go. Hold on. New York Post. I don't want that. Clearly someone was looking for clothes on my, I think Sassy stole mine. So look at that one. Second Hunter Biden IRS agent whistleblower emerges after dismissal despite 5 years on the case. 5 years on the case. He became a whistleblower because he's like, I'm reporting things that people need to know. And Glenn, that's possible. The original, what do you call the? Oh yes, Big Chap. I'm going to go into that. Actually, that might be. I wanted to do a video in a week from now, like a pre-recorded, and then I was afraid, well, if they're getting them sat phones now, we may not be able to. So I'll go to that in a minute. But they're closing this down. So they've been talking about a cyber incident for a hot minute, right? You remember before the Rona, and they had that exercise where they simulated a pandemic, then they simulated a cyber crash. And I may have the dates wrong. I think Hudson, you originally spoke about it, if you're still in the chat, because I know you're busy today. But Big Chap, any of you creators out there, if you remember when that happened. Okay, I was right. Okay, so they did two exercises. One was a pandemic, one was a cyber crash. I don't remember the order, and this was pre-2019. And then we had the Rona. And now what? So if they're given sat phones, why? Right? They don't do these things for a reason. If you looked at my early video, one of my shorts, I talked about seeing National Guard troops open carrying issued weapons, which is rare for National Guard. Normally, they travel, weapons are secured in the vehicles. Especially if they're stopping at a public place like a Buc-ee's, a Valero, or Stripes, whatever. If they have weapons in the truck, a couple of guys will wait with the truck. The rest go in, get their candy, use the bathroom, whatever. They come out, and then those guys switch, but there's always someone watching. They don't carry weapons in an open space. That last convoy I saw, which is normal for this time of year, right? Between any of you have been in the Guard or reserves, between like March and July, especially in Texas, because after July it just gets ugly hot and you're just baking people out there. They do a lot of drills, and then there's some more in the fall when the temperatures aren't as bad. But you had them in white trucks in town, open carrying too. Or was it like the Army issue Suburbans that are white with the government plates? Or the military, it could be Air Force, I'm not sure who. But yeah, well, that's the point, Joe. Weapons should be unloaded on the base. This is an old tradition, unless they're under convoy orders. So, like if they're transporting a tactical nuke, which isn't unheard of, or some other high-end item, then some of the people will have a sidearm and they may have long guns stashed. But in a public space, they normally don't carry. And I saw multiple NCOs open carrying an M17, which is the new replacement for the Beretta M9, which is a 9mm Sig Sauer. So expect a grid collapse. Contrary to popular belief, most cell phone towers do not have generators. No, they don't. And Hudson, to your point, during Harvey, the only reason I still had cell phones is because I still have a FirstNet phone, which is the sub system for first responders, because I was a responder and a guardsman at different points in my life. So, right. But even then, if they take the towers down, how many responders are out there? Maybe 1 out of 50 people in general are responders. So that's going to absolutely kill. Mop 4 in August in Texas was misery. I did mop stuff, but it was in upstate New York in snow. So actually it was welcome then. But SAA sat offices, yeah. You getting to the messages that fast? Oh, did somebody kill a message? It could be Donna. Pizza. Hold on, I lost the chat here. It just zipped away. But anyway, to Big Chap's question about these the radios, the sat phones being distributed. That's kind of worrying if you think about it. Now, is it another distraction to distract us from the fact that the president's son is doing bizarre shit or has done bizarre shit and it's not being addressed? Yeah, no, Glenn, you and I are not far removed from one another, if I recall correctly. So yeah, that's won't allow me to show certain messages. Said someone already handled it. Someone is killing a lot of messages. Really? Someone is killing a lot of messages. That's interesting. I know a few of my mods have I approve one of Joe's. I'm not able to show them either. I'm not even seeing them. Mark 4 in Kuwait. Oh, screw that. My brother was in Kuwait and he swore you remember Mario Brothers? There's that one scene in the desert where he's fighting the big turtle King Koopa, and the sun literally comes down and tries to smack Mario and Luigi on the head. He said that was the sun in Kuwait. It just would come down and attack him. So my chats keep getting doubled randomly, really, and stuff during the apocalypse. My Garmin InReach. I don't know. That's a good question. Joe's messages and Outlaw's messages are being held, and says another mod has handled it before I get to it. AI attack. Got sunburned through a canvas tent. That's terrible. I'm telling you, they don't like this life because I'm getting a big mouth. Uh, yeah, and I was gonna do a subscribers only, um, but yeah, it's kind of hard to. What's your thought on elected official? Okay, that was Big Chap's question. Top to all. Hold on, I'm not seeing. Oh, here we go. Live chat. Okay, now I had all chat, so maybe I'll start seeing them now. Mine defaults to a lot of out there. Yeah. Hold on, let me get squared away here. Okay, I'm now in live chat, not top chat, because I wasn't even seeing. Hey, Oki. Uh, but that's concerning, all right, because that would be something preceding an expected situation. So hold on just a second. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, so anyway, it's concerning. I'm in you're about. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're not that far from me at all. Uh, okay, well, it could be bad words, but yeah, I see what's going on there. Because I wasn't even seeing, because normally the creator, I'll see the message saying, hey, this one is being held, approve or no. And I wasn't even seeing them. So I had to change everything. So see which one of Joe's I saw. I don't know. Maybe we just started problems. You may see my channel get sent to Shaboba tonight. I approve one of Joe's. Okay. Uh the last it was approved. Possibly. Who knows? Um, all right. So now I'm in live chat. So in theory, I should see everything. But let me see. Oh, and Joe about the Beretta. Yeah. I don't see Joe's comment about the Beretta. Oh boy, am I in trouble. My only half of them took the sat phones. What are your thoughts on that? So I would think we have enough money to give all the Congress people sat phones. So the question is who got them? It could be committee chairs. Were they all senators? Were they House of Representatives? Was it both? And was it given to both parties? Because here's my thought, and I'm gonna take the tinfoil hat off and just speak pragmatically from a like a Cold War standpoint, right? Okay, thank you, MMS. I just heard my name and I didn't do it. No, 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 that's fine. Weird. I only took half of them. We mentioned facts too much truth. So if they have, yeah, I saw them, Hudson. Thank you, thank you. I saw a few of them. I haven't looked at all of them. We might not make it till Wednesday. We all going to be kicked off the internet Wednesday. And by the way, Mike's the original, so we'll just so everyone knows that. And watch his. He did. Was it Men of Genius for Livingston Man? And I got to watch part of it at work, and I started to snark, and then the conference call came on, so I had to mute it. So have been on Fedless shortly after. Yeah, probably. Um, so if I was the feds and I'm like, okay, I want to have selected people, so who would get it? Let's remove the administration, the White House, and the justices for now. So who would have it? Speaker, minority whip in both houses, right? So that would be not McConnell, what's his freaking name? McCarthy, and Pelosi's retired, so whoever took her place in the House, I can't remember her name or his name. Then you have Schumer and McConnell in the Senate. So that would be four. I would think the Intelligence Committee, the Appropriations Committee, Self-Defense Committee, the God, I just blanked out. The Committee on Military Affairs. I can't remember what official name is. I would also think there will be chair people in some of the states. Now, it could be they gave one to a representative from each state. So hypothetically, anybody else just get an ad? Okay, suburban. I checked the wrong box, so you might get an ad randomly. Hold on, I got them. Those better handguns. Oh, I see. Okay, I think it's flagging Joe because he's using bad words. No, well, Batshit didn't use bad words. It was a bunch of logos, like emojis and or little satellite things. So I don't know what that's about. That's weird. That's so strange, guys. Yeah, we're probably about to all get kicked off. I got an ad. My mom, every sailboat YouTuber, and evil movie villains. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, bad words incoming. So I clicked the wrong. There's a thing that says in-stream ads, yes or no, and I may have clicked the wrong one. So that might be on me if you're getting weird ads for no reason. But folks, I'm assuming there could be two scenarios. One, they gave them to the chairperson, one Democrat, one Republican from each committee. That would take up 50 right there, or one senator from each state. Right now, here's the thing. So if you guys watched, and they did a good episode, the first season of Designated Survivor was great. The second one got preachy about gun control, where they used a government operation against a sitting executive to justify gun control. And I was like, you guys are getting preachy. They lost me in season two. But the first season was good because they technically explained what would happen. If there's an incident, you have one senator in each state who can communicate to the governor in that state, and then the governors and the president can interact in some way, shape, or form. Um, the way it would work if, for instance, the government was wiped clean, right? And let's say the designated survivor was by themselves, is the governors would each select two senators, send them to Congress, new senators, right? Send them to this to DC or whatever the new capital is. Let's say DC was attacked, so Columbus, Ohio, or something like that. They would then gun control as a platform. Have fun, mods. Joe's going to get everyone kicked out. And yes, next week will be a circus because on top of all the other things, the Hispanic and Indian ethnic Nazis and the weirdness with Hunter, uh, they're still arguing about the debt ceiling, and they need about 10 days to get it through Congress properly. And we got what, 7 days? No, 8 days. So we're kind of at that point where they're going to screw everything up. So we'll see. But in any case, if the government went down, right, and now we're a bunch of states and no federal government, the designated survivor would take over. Each state would then send 2 senators to wherever the new capital was. Those senators would then approve a vice president and a cabinet, which is what they normally do. They would also set a date for a new election, at which point each state will hold an election, and then the House of Representatives will be rebuilt. That's technically, I believe, how it would go. So just for those of you who ever wondered how that would happen, that's how they would reconstitute a federal government. And that would be within the confines of the Constitution. I don't know about the justices. I guess once people are up, it has to get ratified, and there's that might be way more complicated than I can explain. But yeah, well, we may need a reset, sadly. I brought balloons and everything. Wait, did you bring 99 red balloons, Outlaw? That's what we want to know, because that is exciting. And Magic, you misspell horses. I don't think that first word is the right way to convey messages, although you could. Yeah, I'm not even going to repeat that because that'll definitely. God. Wow. Our chats go down the toilet so quick lately, don't they? In any case, so folks, I'm going to wrap it up because I do have to actually change my shirt for that meeting this evening over dinner. But watch, I'm going to change my shirt and the live stream, and they're going to cancel on me too. Cancel that on me as well. But guys, there's a lot of moving parts, and there's a lot of things being done in the shadows. Like Big Chat pointed out, the phones being handed out. Someone else pointed out these oddball incidents, the disappearance of a lot of chemical that I'll tell you right now, they were about to shut down FedEx freight in the state of Texas because they lost a crate of explosives that were being legitimately transported. And it was just a paperwork snafu. Someone put it in the wrong area and they locked it up, but the papers got screwed up. And it had to get reported. So once it's gone, like unaccounted for so many hours, you got to call our buddies at the Alpha Tango Foxtrot agency, and they send people to look at the paperwork and then determine where it's gone and then go find it. So that's a hell of a lot more product than one case of, 50 shape charges, which is maybe, 10 pounds. 60,000 pounds. It's a lot of stuff. So, hey, what's up, XNYC? What's going on? 1700s drip. Nice. Okay, be good. I've thought about the ruffle shirt, but my English accent isn't good, and I can't wear that French makeup Marie Antoinette wears. It just looks terrible with the beard. So, Chad is being suspect. I know. Chad is being super sus right now. But in any case, guys, you guys be good, be safe, watch what's going on, but don't overreact to anything, because I think we're just getting bombarded with crap. So what I would do, and this is me, and I know a lot of you do that, is when someone says, hey, look at this idiot over here, scroll down the page and see what other stories you find, because I'll bet you while they're trying to ooh and ah us up here, the bread and circuses, there's something going on somewhere else that we're not seeing. And otherwise, yeah, guys, sorry about the chat. I don't know if it's my interwebs or I don't know. It's just weird. But anyway, I'm still here. I'm not John McAfee, and certainly not Epstein, because I don't have an island. And yeah, so anyway, the comment thread is wonky, FYI. Okikai. Really? What? I'm not even seeing them at the bottom. Hey, who knows? Somebody set it up in the chat. I don't know who it was. Maybe y'all are right. Maybe like the excitement is going to happen now. Okay, and okay, and I'm getting my mods are texting me saying that everything's out of whack here. So, all right, guys. Um, thank you, guys. Keep prepping. Hopefully, Hudson can go on later tonight, and we don't all get kicked off or they kill the interwebs or whatever. Um, you guys, you guys keep doing what you're doing as best you can. Everyone's on a budget, so be smart. Make every freaking dollar count. Make every hour of your time count. Don't forget your critters, and don't forget your family, unless you get agitated by them, in which case you don't like the family. Test 3. No, Jay, I see you there. Um, I'll send the screen grab. Okay. Um, no worries, Moonsprout. Thank you for joining. Something's going on here. This is super weird. Hold on, someone just. Oh, wow. I'm watching a video someone just sent me right now. Oh, wow. The chat just kept repeating over and over. Oh, wow. That's just weird. That's just weird. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, do your stuff as best you can. Um, Remember, we calm. Think through what you do, and I'll try to behave myself at the dinner tonight and not call anyone an asshat because every now and then that comes out of my mouth, especially if like alcohol's involved. Um, but in any case, you guys be good, be careful out there. Some family can be left behind, Joe, but for those that you are close to who are thinking like us, uh, make sure you coordinate too. And remember, you can have an extended mag of friends around your state where if you get caught on the road, you just need a place to get your thoughts together and a cup of coffee to keep going. So mags can take different forms, but you guys be careful, be safe, and I will see you all later. And let's watch how this whistleblower thing plays out. And I'm curious about this idiot in the U-Haul because that was the worst terror attack ever. You guys be good. God bless. I will see you all later.